So Ike here with you again. So that's the gasket that is between your carburetor and your intake and air exhaust and all that. It's very important that you take a couple minutes and wipe that off, because a good seal is very important, like it is with every gasket in an engine. And then I'm going to reattach this guy here onto there. So this one's kind of a different design than the other one. So the only difference is on this one, the screws come out. On this one, there's bolts. So the first thing I do is I take this, right? And if you're not sure, take pictures as you go. It's very good practice to get in. So then I'm going to slide this guy right back on the bolts in which it came off of, which sometimes it's a little stubborn. And it doesn't want to go on how I want it to. Something is blocking me. We're in the wrong hole. It's always important to be in the right hole. Okay, and then you can, once you slide those on there, then I can grab these green hoses with my needle nose pliers, and as I hold the carburetor, which is going to be hard to hold the carburetor and show you this, but I'll use my GoPro or something next time so that you guys can better what I'm doing. So now I just take my needle nose and I pull these hoses out. Now there's a couple different ways you could have done this. You could have put your hoses out of the way first. You could have, you know, taped them down out of your way and all that. I'm busy. I have a lot of things going on all the time, so I don't have time for a bunch of little steps I don't need. So I eliminate all that. So then you push this down and make sure you're firm on your gasket. Your gasket hasn't moved. And then you just reattach these. So usually you have one that is longer than the other. And that is going to be usually your air. And then you're going to have one that is, or no, the one that's longer than the other is your fuel. And so you just push that back on there, back on the little, here, I'll show you one. So if you look right there, this is our carburetor again. And you look around right here, and that's the intake, that's the air intake for your gas tank. So you can this just slides right back on there. I use needle nose to do it because my big Italian fingers are always in the way and makes it hard to do stuff. So I just use a pair of needle nose, see, and grab it and just slide it on there very gently. No need to force it or put too much pressure on your lines. Just check, make sure it's on there good. Boom, they're good. And then we will put this piece and the bolts. See my gasket right there? I didn't even take it off. But see how dirty that is? So I'm not going to put it back that dirty. I'm going to clean it off. I'll show you how easy that is. Watch.